Okay, welcome to class today, online people, online folks, online students. Real quick, what I have today, I just want to show there was a rocket launch yesterday. The future Mars rocket got to test out a little bit. Let me get ready so I can't be reading my emails and stuff. Let me pop this open for when it comes. Yes, we'll start with this one. This one actually shows the flight. I've watched this guy's videos a little bit. He's all right. He's just a dude that talks about rockets. He's nothing special or anything. But what I really liked is his wife. He's been bringing his wife on, and he calls her a lawyer wife. She's a lawyer and a really good lawyer, and she goes over the SpaceX legal briefings and lawsuits and their attempts to get contracts with the government. And does a really good job talking about the details. I know like legal talk doesn't really sound super exciting, but it's actually really nice videos. So I've been checking out his channel a little bit more often when the lawyer wife comes on. But he's just going to show the SpaceX launch. So let's go forward a little bit. There's his little logo. Click off that.
Less than a month after
so here's the rocket starting up over here. It's going to take off. Where's the mouse go away? It's going to take off. You see a lot of dust because they're right there on the beach. There's a lot of sand and dirt and stuff. This is footage from like on the rocket itself. So this comes directly from SpaceX. You get to see the rocket engine. You see the nice mock diamonds in the exhaust plume. And then it's coming down. It's going to land on this pad over here. And right towards the bottom, you can see the little legs flip out. There they go. Little tiny legs. The last time this flew, well, the previous model, the legs actually got smashed and it was kind of tilted. I think this one might have had that a little bit. We haven't seen any pictures of it yet.
I don't know what it was. Maybe it was the drone cam in motion, the clear view underneath the skirt, or the fact that we could kind of see touchdown through the smoke. But this flight looked so much better than the last.
Yeah, so it lifts off here, lands over here.
While SN6 did fly a similar hop to SN5, it was much smoother and a faster operation.
So he says that it was smoother and faster, but if you check out this other channel, which I watched, it actually caught on fire at the end. And so let me go to it. Here we go. Back a little bit.
There we go.
So you can see right here, the bottom's actually still on fire. There's nobody around. They have to be cleared out for safety. And so this is like an automated fire suppression system. I don't know if somebody's controlling it from like mission control or if it just uses heat sensors and squirts the water where the heat goes. But they had to put out the fire at the bottom of it. Which might be kind of normal. There's a lot of stuff that isn't really fully finished on these. They're like prototypes. So it could just be like some wiring or some insulation around a pipe or something that caught fire. Maybe not a huge deal, but there was a little fire at the end. And then real quick, as we go back, I just want to show you what this rocket looks like. This is it. It's basically just like a gas tank, and on the top, they put this big square, like a solid steel square, to simulate the weight for the rest of the rocket. That would be the nose cone and maybe like some payload to take stuff up into space. So, come on in. The next launch, this is actually like a computer simulation of the next launch. The next one they build is going to have the full nose cone. It's going to have fins on it. And it's going to go up 20 kilometers. And so this doesn't take very long to show. But it's going to have 3 engines instead of just 1. So it should take off pretty quickly. It's going to go up 20 kilometers. And they're going to shut the engines off. And it's just kind of belly flop back down to the ground. So it's not even going to fall straight up and down. It's going to kind of fall on its side. And at the last minute, the Earth is flat and it's a cube instead of a globe. It's going to belly flop down to its side, and then at the last second, it's going to turn its engines on and kind of swing back around and land vertically, which I think will be almost impossible for them to get right the first time. And so I expect the first couple ones of these to blow up in spectacular fashion as they crash land. We'll see. Maybe they'll get it right. They've been practicing this for a while, but this particular maneuver is pretty crazy. So you see it kind of flop over on its side. They use the fins to control it, and it will just kind of like fall back down right into the last minute. They turn the engines on and stop it just before it hits the ground. Landing legs come out and it lands. Sorry about the sound skipping. Comes down. They'll switch the camera angle over. And then right here, the engine fires up. See it kind of swing back around. Goes a little too far, swings back down, and lands perfectly on the landing pad. Which, like I said, will be hard to get right the first time. Eventually, they'll get it right. If you want to, they have like a montage of them crashing a bunch of rockets before they actually got to the point where they could land them. Because it's not a person controlling it. It's a computer program. So you're never going to write your computer program correctly the first time. You're always going to have to, sorry about that. You're always going to have to do it like over and over again until you get it perfect. Oh, my print stopped. I was trying to get a 3D print going. So turn that off. Don't know what happened there. And real quick on the math for those of y'all here and those of y'all at home, if you're going to use one of my calculators to do this problem, they're going to have a problem similar to this. You might have a different number. You might have the same number. If you're going to use one of my calculators, you need to hit the second button. So basically, that function for a cubed root, everybody knows the square root, right? Y'all have had enough math to see the square root. That's just your normal square root. And you don't have to write it, but it's implied that there's a 2 there. On the problem that they're going to give you, it's going to be a 3. You can see the 3 there. So you have to put that in a little bit differently. That was a bad throw. Sorry. But you have to put that in a little bit differently. There's your 2. On this problem, it's going to be a 3. So how do you do that? You need to hit the blue second button. So you press second. Then you press the button that has the square root with the little X next to it. Square root, X. Oh, actually, sorry. Before you press the second button, you need to put the number you want in there. So it's got to be 3. 3, then second, then the square root with the X, and then you type in your number 723, and then you can hit enter, and it should give you the cubed root. For those of y'all that are online, or if you want to use my online calculator on Google Classroom, I put a link to an online calculator, which, let me just go to that real quick. Google Classroom. Come on. Classroom. Here we go. Third period. Okay, classwork. Look at the assignment for today. And here's your link. I don't know if I can do this from up here. It's not going to work. Let me just copy that. Open up a new tab. Paste it in here. Hit go. To do it from here, they have a button. So you see it has the square root. And there's one. I think that's it. I think that's an X and a square root, or maybe an N. Click on that. It lets you put the 3 in first. And then you click over here. And then you can put in the number. So like for mine, it would be 7. Oh, wait. That's not right. Click on that. There you go. 723. And then you just hit enter. I don't need to give you the answer. And that would help you do that. So if you use an online calculator, let me know if you can't figure it out. If you use a calculator here in class or at home, you should be able to get to that also. So there you go. That's your video for today. If you have any questions, please email me, online students. If you have any questions here in class, please let me know. Everybody should be working on the assignment. I think it's 18 questions, maybe 19. It says in here. 19 questions. So you should have plenty of time to finish it today. And then you get to enjoy your nice long 3-day weekend. So thanks for tuning in today. And remember,